So do you have a specific example or use case that you could share?
Yes, absolutely. So where my conviction built up and where I probably learned how to, helping companies move up those two dimensions was during actually when I was in a sales and business development role in one of the leading technology players in my corporate career. Baseline, when we started off and when I joined, forecast accuracy is really bad. We used to be at a level of 75%, 80% quarter on quarter. And from a sales predictability point of view, that's really bad, right? It could go 25%, 30% down in one quarter, next quarter it could go 40% up, right? So, and especially for a hard-nosed sales organization, that is absolute no. The process discipline, the relationship was there. This is a leading technology player, so they have deep relationship with customers. So the relationships were there, and there are some salespeople who were really good at managing those senior level customer relationships with decision makers. So that component was there, but the process discipline was just not there. Example, 11 a.m. forecast call. We are getting a Excel spreadsheet at 10:59 saying that can you use this latest spreadsheet? And then, spreadsheets means silos. That goes again back to that sales team and nobody knows what's happening. And the resultant is, all the problems that we are having with forecast accuracy. Then comes, couple of quarters there, and then comes a new leader at the regional level. And he was the one from whom I really picked up the 101 of process discipline. And he said, absolutely no Excels. I'm going to drive my sales forecasts using CRM. So if your data is not on CRM, it doesn't concern me. I'm going to look at CRM and I'm going to pull you up based on what you have written in the CRM.
A central source of truth.
Central source of truth, single source of truth. CRM sales stage definitions, right? You'd see across the region, different countries, different product groups, all having different definitions. He first made the stage definition uniform, consistent across every such sales teams. And then in terms of, which are those absolutely committed forecasts for this quarter, which are not so, and so on and so forth. There were a lot of, fuzziness around the definition of those. So he finalized those. But that's not only it, right? So the basic structure was then finalized, the framework was established, a process was established. But then I saw him every week, through the forecast calls, making sure that people are understanding those definitions, understanding the structure, and he had such discipline himself to make sure that his thinking process, the structure that he has proposed, he is completely consistent with that. Fast forward 3 quarters, our forecast accuracies came up from 75% to 95%. Fast forward 2 more quarters, it came to at 99%. And it went on like that. So it's not a one-time improvement, it's an improvement that was lasting, sustained. And when I witnessed it, I used to be in the forecast calls every week, and I saw him in action every week. And when I saw that, I said, yes, process discipline really helps. Because, with such process discipline, our volumes, our revenue growth happened. Our average quota attainment, I mentioned about that earlier, that increased. Our win rates increased. So I have seen that transition or the journey in that 2x2 matrix through my own eyes, and I was glad that I could play a role in terms of imbibing those teachings and making sure that my teams are implementing those. And that really gave me the conviction that yes, it can be done.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that.